My mom told me so. It was never my dream. I wanted to be an archaeologist because I used to like adventures, and I thought I liked. But my mom said, "No, Bożenka, you need to be a nurse." And you know, we obey our parents these days. And I mean, these days also, you know, children obey parents. But this, when I grew up, you know, what my father and mother told me, I more likely had to do it. Initially, you know, I was just studying, but not until I went and I had the practical sessions where I really, really like it. I like the connection. I like the idea that I can actually communicate with people and help them. And I know now that my life is about healing. Especially, I remember I was looking after a person with AIDS who was admitted to us and had like a wound burn. He burned himself, and then he had a skin graft and was non-healing. The wound could not heal. And I took the care. People were scared these days to look after people with AIDS, but I wasn't. And I knew, you know, that as long as I follow whatever is required, not to have a contact, you know, cross contact with blood, then I should be safe. And I actually told people, don't touch him, I'm taking care of him. And then don't remember exactly, you know, within what period of time I was able to heal all his wounds, because he had pressure sores as well. So I was very proud and happy with, you know, the outcome, my achievement, little achievement. As recommended by our nurses board, and they told me I cannot be registered nurse even if I pass English exam, because at this stage, at this time, they were not going to accept qualifications from Poland or from other European countries. Only England, I think, was accepted. So they told me that I can try to pass exam to be an enrolled nurse, and then I can work as an enrolled nurse. Well, I started working in the nursing home and started doing some research. What can I do to move forward? So I went and do English classes, more English classes, the Curtin University, but then it was called WAIT. So they organized English for overseas nurses. And so I've done this course, and then I proceeded further, and I passed the exam for enrolled nurse, and I passed the practical session as well. So I was working as an enrolled nurse, but I never gave up. I said, I'm not going to be an enrolled nurse, I have to be registered nurse, as I was already in Poland. So I was doing many, many things, and I met many beautiful people who felt sorry for us well-trained registered nurses from overseas, and that were not able to work here as RNs. So they helped us. And there was Bev Scott, and she was running her private practice, and with a group of other registered nurses, she said she's willing to help us if we help her. So two of us, one was a Swedish RN and myself, we went ahead and we started helping Bev to actually get ourselves moving forward. I was always strong in my life, because even in Poland, you know, people were working always in one area. I went and I discovered something else. And at my clinic, I discovered, again, I didn't just sit on the verge and did my job as my description indicated. I went and I did something more, something more. So in Australia, it was the same. I always have the understanding. My goal was actually, when I came to Australia, especially when I started working in the nursing home, I said to myself, at the age of 42, you will be registered nurse again. At 40. I was registered nurse at age 42. And then after a few years, I became clinical nurse. After a few years, my boss wanted me to be a deputy care manager. And I had quite a bit of competition, but I was proud of myself that I have achieved what I basically wanted.